Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is February 18th. I hope you had a nice long weekend. Today I'll be using the Felt Tarot Snakes casting sticker as our backdrop, and then my working prototype of the Felt Tarot. I have 3 panels to go, so this is almost there. I basically, to create a home deck, I just print it out and laminate it. So that's how we do it, and it helps me to see how the energies are going to work together. So with this, we're going to do 1 card for the center, which is going to give us our overall energy for this week. Things that maybe we need to focus on, or what is going to be brought to our attention, you know, all the good stuff. So let's see. I've got the 3 of Wands. This is one of my favorite cards in this particular deck. So the 3 of Wands, whenever I see it, I think about, like, you know, perhaps you've been waiting for your ship to come in, right? Like maybe there's something that you've been really inspired to work towards, but you're too busy wanting other people to help you out. Maybe you're giving your power away to some extent. So when I see this card, it's like you have this vision of what you want, but it might be up to you to take those steps. You know, instead of waiting for your ship to come in, build your own boat, right? On the sides, we're going to elaborate. I'm going to just pull 3 Sawyer's Path cards. We've got 9 of Cups, Justice, and the 9 of Pentacles. Look at those. Hang out over there. Let's see, 3 more. And so we've got the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, I'm actually gonna do these in a different style than what's on the board. That way it's not aesthetically. This is how I like to play with things sometimes. I like to make them look a certain way. So aesthetically. So what has brought us to this point of having this vision, right, is maybe we've been just really been trying to find that balance and weighing options and what's going on, and the things that, you know, our wishes and our desire for security and luxury and just being out on top. Like, I feel like this side is just all these things are really working out for your highest, right? Like, you're emotionally ready, you're financially ready, you've got your scales in balance, everything seems like, okay, I am good to take the next step. You know, so that is what's brought us to this point of looking out on the horizon of being like, okay, I really want to go and push my limits. I want to go see how far I can go. The future, though, what tends to get in our way often is projections, right? So when I see this, this is all swords. This is all in our head. We're going, what if I fail? What if I am not the right person to do this? What if there's always better people than me? You know, seeing that page is going, the energy might be a little bit naive, but you want to just do it before you know all the ways to do it, right? And then you're afraid of the failure of coming out just on the ground, right? So where can we go from there? You know, it doesn't mean that it's not the opportunity. It's just saying, okay, well, you have everything in order. And you wouldn't be in this position of wanting to take that next step, of wanting to go ahead and do it, if you weren't thinking about the possible pitfalls, right? And that just says to me that you're not going into whatever this is naively. And it's okay to be in your head. It means you're working it out. So we're going to do Above and Below with Lenormand. So the undercurrent, let's see, I've got 3 in my hand. So we've got the Tower, the Stars, and the Whip. And then I'm going to do the top 3. Moon, the Mice, and the Cross. So the undercurrent is saying, okay, this is something big. It's something that you're really feeling called to do, right? And it's something you keep coming back to. The above energy is saying there's a spotlight on, there might be some problems that need to be worked out first. And this is a burden. This is where this energy, this is where this is coming from. This is where it being all in your head, because it's like you can see it, but you haven't figured out how to get there yet. But anytime I see the mice come up, yes, it can mean that there's something gnawing away at you. Perhaps there's some cracks under the surface. The moon is telling me this might be about your career or about your standing in the world, or just kind of that there's that spotlight on you, right? And the cross shows that it's going to be a trial. It's going to be harder than you think it's going to be. Doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't do it, but I think maybe there's some more thought that needs to go into it, more planning. Underneath here, again, it's saying it's bigger than you think, and the stars are aligning, but you just got to keep going back and forth until it feels right. So whenever you see a problem, it means you can find the solution for it. It's the problems that we don't know about that tend to be the most worrisome, right? So keep your vision on that horizon. Keep your eye on the goal. You know, you have your things in order. Look at this as an opportunity to really flesh it out before you take that big step, before anything has really been invested. Maybe talk to some advisors about it. I don't know what you're looking for. Like, I don't know what is on your proverbial horizon. I know what's on mine, and going back to the drawing board a couple times is never a bad thing. What's the carpenter saying is measure twice, cut once. So with that, you know, it's big, and anything that's big that's worth doing doesn't always come easy. I'm going to give us some animal energies for the week to help us get through it. And we've got the wasp. As my mom likes to call them, flying assholes. So the wasp is very essential. Even though they are fierce and kind of strike that whenever I see a wasp, I'm never really happy to see them, but they are very essential when it comes to our ecosystem. So perhaps this idea that you have is essential, and it might sting a little, and it might sting some people, right? But it's okay. It's there for a reason. And then we have the otters. I love them so much. The otter is telling you to take some moments this week to reach out to a friend and find some comfort. Use the buddy system, right? There's some community that might need to take place. So if it becomes a little overwhelming, reach out to a friend. Then we have the skunk. And the skunk is saying that in whatever it is this week that's going on, you know, your reputation might precede you. And just take that as a good sign of being like, you know what, you're not just in the beginning stages, because you already have the reputation to do this. And then we have the blue jay, and blue jay is saying if things become a little overwhelming, use your voice, speak out, really project what you can to the world. You know, don't dabble in it, use it with your whole chest, say it with your whole chest, do it. But use your voice, that's why you have one. So I hope this reading resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. If you're new to my world and you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe and like and share with your tarot friends. I have a whole bunch of playlists of tarot casting and tarot Tuesdays. Be sure to check them out. And as always, thank you so much for being part of my creative world. I appreciate you. And I know that while the world may feel a little uneasy, together we have this. Together we can get through to this new horizon. So just be good to yourself and those that are in your orbit. And I will see you here next week. Bye.